Hi, welcome to another video on mathematical logic. Still doing propositional logic, this time getting around to the semantics side. This will be a first video on truth assignments, which are the fundamental object of the semantics of propositional logic. Because it's propositional logic, then the semantics are not going to be super fine-grained. So the semantics of propositions is just going to be whether they are true or false. We start by a very simple object, and then we will recursively build up more interesting objects. But the most basic object is the one that takes every single atomic sentence and assigns it a value true or false. So this is only for the atomic sentences. We'll use T and F as our symbols. In other textbooks and settings, different people use 0, 1, or this top bot symbol. They are fundamentally just any distinguishable objects that we will intuitively regard as something like true and false. So just to start with an example to kind of see what we mean, one very easy to specify example would be this function v of x, which always gives the value t. So to be more explicit, v is, again, as sort of expressed previously on the previous slide, the domain of our atomic, this is an atomic truth assignment, so the domain of an atomic truth assignment is going to be the set of atomic sentences, or just sentence symbols. Its range is TF, right? And in this particular one, it's a constant function, right? So it's not a very interesting one, perhaps, but it is an example. So for instance, if we took P1, the first atomic sentence, it would say that the truth value of that particular atomic sentence is T for this example. And also it would say the same thing for the second atomic sentence, and so on. Another easy example that's already on the screen here is just the opposite, where it assigns every atomic sentence the value false. To give some non-constant example of a truth assignment, we could say that we're going to make an assignment based on the index for whatever reason, right? This is an arbitrary example just to demonstrate what these things could look like. So this example, if I have the atomic sentence P sub I, if I is even, which is the same thing as saying that I mod 2 is equal to 0, right? So think of that however you like, but if I is even, then the value of that atomic sentence will be true, it'll be false otherwise. So it's just an example assigning true to the even indexed atomic sentences, false to the odd indexed atomic sentences. Again, just another example of what these atomic truth assignments could possibly look like. Now we'll start developing the more interesting notion, which will eventually be defined on the set of all sentences, sent sub L. So we're now going to try to get a notion of a function defined on all of sent L. And so this we will call simply a truth assignment. So the previous thing defined only on the atomic sentences, we called an atomic truth assignment. This defined on all sentences, we will just call a truth assignment. So first we just define the general notion of any truth assignment. It is a function with this domain and range, and it must, so to speak, respect connectives. And so these conditions, right? V of negation phi equals, and then this formula over here, which sort of intuitively just captures what we mean by negating a sentence, flipping its truth values. That is, so to speak, respecting negation. And then the next equation shows respecting disjunction, and then you can continue this for all the other connectives. And to be a truth assignment means, again, that it has this appropriate domain and range, and that it respects all of the connectives. That's a truth assignment. Let's again get an example of a truth assignment. So let's start with an atomic truth assignment, and then we will try to see how to extend this atomic truth assignment to a regular truth assignment. Let's take an example where v sub 0 is the atomic truth assignment, and it will assign p1 to true, p2 to false. The other assignments we won't care about. So there's our atomic truth assignment. Could be any atomic truth assignment like that. Then let's try to figure out what an extension to a truth assignment would say about some example sentences. So let's consider, for instance, negation P1. Well, if V takes the same values as V0, V sub 0, then we know that V on P1 must be true because, after all, that's what V sub 0 says. So, right, if V is extending V sub 0, they must say the same things on the atomic sentences. And so V of P1 is T. Then, by respecting connectives, right, again, if V is going to be a truth assignment, then it must respect connectives, and therefore, in applying that principle to V of negation P1, that value is going to have to be false. And then there's also an example here demonstrating how it goes with disjunction as well. Very similar sort of story. And so there's an introduction to truth assignments.